Okay, team. So we'll get right into it today. Today is our final class before summer break. So we're gonna have just a whole lot of fun today. And there is a couple of things that you need to help you have the maximum amount of fun. And some of those things are a weight. You can use whatever you have available to you as a weight. It can be a dumbbell, it can be a water bottle. Okay. A stretchy band if you have one. And remember, it's a good idea to have a quick look over it, kind of pull it apart, look for any rips or tears in the rubber. Okay, because those are points where it can easily tear. And then the last thing I'm going to ask is that you have some sort of a pillow, rolled up towel, rolled up sweater, something that you are able to put between your knees. So we can do a couple movements while really engaging our pelvic floor and adductors or inner thigh muscles. So those are the three things. Other than that, make sure you have a nice clear space to exercise in, nothing to step on or trip over. Make sure you've got a sturdy chair, nothing with wheels, bare feet, or good sturdy shoes to help prevent you from slipping. Having a water close by and having your oximeter, that's that little fingertip pulse reader, can also be helpful to track your intensity and track your recovery. All right. That being said, I'm going to place a hand on my belly. You're welcome to join me. And we're going to just do a couple rounds of our breathing pattern. So we're going to breathe in, fill up the belly on our inhale, and then breathe out, blowing out through pursed lips. We're going to breathe in, fill up the belly, and breathe out through pursed lips. Breathe in, out through pursed lips. Once more, breathe in and out through pursed lips. And once more, breathe in, out through pursed lips. Now maintain that pattern as best you can. And we're going to start getting our arms and legs moving. So maintain that breathe in, breathe out. And we're actually going to lift up one arm. You can lift it as you breathe in and lower as you breathe out. And then we switch arms. Breathe in to lift up the arm. Breathe out to lower the arm back down. Breathe in and lift. Breathe out and lower down. Breathe in and lift. Breathe out and lower down. Breathe in and lift. Breathe out and lower down. Breathe in and lift. Breathe out and lower down. Breathe in and lift. And this time, can you step your foot out away from you as well? And then breathe out to bring everything back in. So lift up the arm, press out the leg or step the leg out, and then breathe out to bring it all back in. Breathe out, lift and step, and back in. Again, stick to that breathing pattern as best you can. We're starting off nice and slow, and we'll gradually increase the intensity as we go on. Last one here. Good. So we're still going to step one foot out at a time. This time we're pushing our arms straight ahead of us and then bring it back in. So this time you can alter the breathing pattern if you'd like. You can breathe out as you push out, breathe in as you bring it in, or vice versa. Because there's no resistance here and we don't have our rib cage opening up, it doesn't really matter what part of the movement we inhale and exhale for. So do whatever makes most sense to you for now. If we were to push out a band, then we're adding resistance. There's exertion. Then it would make sense to breathe out as we pushed the band away. but there's no resistance. So the breathing pattern, as long as we just maintain our pattern, doesn't matter what part of the movement. Okay, so now we're going to change up the arms again. This time our arm goes out to the side. Once again, this is opening up the chest, so it can be helpful to breathe in as we move our arm out to the side, as we step a leg out, and then breathe out as you bring everything in. Move our arm to the side, it's opening up through the chest, so breathe in and breathe out to bring it back in. Breathe in and out at your own pace. Good work, everybody. Breathe in, open up that arm, breathe out to bring it back in. There we go. Think about gently tightening through your core. And rest. Shake out those arms. Good work. Okay, now we're going to get those glutes activated. Okay, so what's going to happen is I want you to think about pressing your toes into the ground without lifting up your heels. Just grab the ground with your toes, crush that walnut between your bum cheeks, and we're going to hold that position as we push our arms out in front of us 5 times. So again, clench the toes, clench the glutes, everything's stable and strong, and push out 1, 2, again, maintain. Come on, glutes should be tight, tight, tight. 3, 4, keep up your breathing pattern. 5, and relax. You can shake it out. We're going to do that twice more. Ready? And clench. Push those toes in the ground. Clench those glutes. Push your hands out. 1, 2, clench, clench, clench. 3, 4, clench. Come on, come on, come on. And 5. Relax there. Shake out the legs.
Yeah, chew my gum while I'm doing that.
You shouldn't be chewing gum. You got to be just focused on your breathing pattern.
All right.
And your mouth chewing away can interfere with that timing. All right, last one. Clench hard, 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 and push your hands out. 1, 2, clench those toes and glutes. Come on. 3, 4, 5. Relax. There we go. Good job, team. So now what's going to happen is we're starting to wake those glutes up. We're going to push one leg down into the ground, like you're trying to push a hole into the ground. Opposite leg and arm are going to reach up and down. And then we switch. So we're pushing the foot down as we lift up the others. So again, we're pushing down hard. That is adding a bit more exertion to the movement. So this is where it can be helpful to breathe out on your way up and down. Helpful to breathe out. Push, push, push down. Good. Push down, lift the arm and knee. Push down, lift the arm and knee. Push down, lift the arm and knee. Good. Push down, lift the arm and knee. 3 more. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, shake it out. Nice work. Good. Those glutes starting to feel warmed up.
Yep.
Yep. Excellent. Excellent, excellent. So now what's going to happen is you can be seated or standing up and we're going to do a balance exercise. If you're staying seated, I encourage you just to push one leg out into the ground, and you're going to keep all your weight on one leg as the other moves open and back. Okay. You can always sit on a pillow to add some instability. Otherwise, we're standing up. You're more than welcome to hold on to something for a bit of balance. Please make sure something is within grabbing distance, no matter what. Okay. And then we're standing on one leg. The knee is slightly bent. And we're just going to press this leg open to the side. 1. You can do 5 and 5 twice or 10 and 10. 2. 3. Maybe fully standing on your leg is too much for you, and you need to just tap your foot out. You put a little bit of weight on that toe and then back in. But keep the weight on this inside leg. Maybe you tap out and bring in or lift. 7. 8. Remember, whether you're seated or standing, push down through that one non-moving leg. 8. 9. 10. Woo! Switch sides. And out to the side. 1. 2. Keep up your breathing pattern. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. Do what you can. 9. And 10. Okay, shake it out. You can stay standing or you can sit down. But now we're just going to do 1 minute of marching. So 1 minute of marching. You're going to think about keeping your torso up tall. Good. You're going to think about maintaining your breathing pattern. Great job, team. Got 1 minute here. Remember, your marching can be just lifting up one heel at a time. The more limbs that are moving at the same time, the more challenging it will be. So please choose something that's challenging, but also doable. Keep up that breathing pattern. Great job, everybody. Almost there. 10 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Remember that recovery position. So what's super fun is we did a balance exercise and then we did marching, and we're going to do that twice more.
Huh?
Yeah, woo! Excellent. Good,
So
good.
Are you supposed to be a wimp when you've gone out and mowed the grass for 2 hours this morning and then come sit and do this?
Yeah, I mean, remember, mowing the grass can get a lot of debris up in the air,
Yeah,
whether you see it or not, but a lot of particles can get in your lungs. If you're finding yourself struggling with your breathing, that can definitely be part of it.
yeah,
And anytime we're struggling with our breathing, just lower the intensity. And the goal is to get as much movement as you can, not as much intensity as you can.
yeah. There you go.
There you go. So you're doing great, Don. You're doing great. All right, team. You're staying seated or you're standing up. We're doing our same out to the side. There we go. Otherwise, you're standing up. I realized I was counting out our time. So now we got a timer going. All right, and we're gonna lift that leg out to the side, or you can step your foot out to the side. But stance leg, you're pushing down through the foot. 2, 3, 4. So this is 5. Maybe you need to switch legs and do 5 and 5 twice. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Woo! All right. Switch sides. And press out to the side. 1, 2,
6,
3, 4, 5. So again, if you're switching every 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Woo! Okay, we're standing or seated, but it's 1 minute of marching. 1 minute of marching. Do what you can. Remember, you want exercise to be challenging but doable. So you do need to be able to do it, not get super exhausted, but it should also be challenging, guys. So keep up that breathing pattern. We're still exhaling through pursed lips. Try to keep control of your breathing. All right, you're halfway through the marching. Great job. Do what you can here. Keep breathing out through pursed lips. Tell yourself how awesome you are for being here today, especially if you were mowing the lawn this morning.
Wear yourself out. It makes you feel better, they say.
Sometimes. 3, 2, 1, rest. So about 30 seconds of rest. And you know what? I changed my mind. We're going to do different balance and movement exercises now. But we're going to do more than just 3 times. So we're done
I
with
check my
just the
bank?
marching. What's that?
Should I check my bank account then? See what the balance is?
Oh, sure.
Hope it's
See
not
if
a
it's
mine.
in the
It's
see if it's
easier
in
than
the
the
green
other.
or the red. There we go. So if you're standing up, and even if you're sitting down, now what we're going to do is a biking movement. Actually, I'll show seated first. So it's a cycling movement with one leg. So again, you can do 5 cycles and then switch, or 10 and 10. So standing would look just like this. I've got something within grabbing distance, and we lift and kind of pedal our foot. Okay, so choose what is best for you. And we are pedaling. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Switch legs. Lift and pedal. 1. Remember, the bigger the range of motion, the harder this is. So you can take pressure off the back by doing a smaller pedal, or make it harder by doing a bigger pedal. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Rest. And by rest, I mean we're doing some cardio. So you can do it standing or seated, but we're just stepping side to side. Remember, it's easier on your balance if you just tap one foot out to the side, or you can make it a bit more challenging by traveling side to side. And then if you're seated, just tapping one foot out at a time. Ready? Let's go. 1 minute. That's it, team. So get into that breathing pattern. Make sure you're breathing out through pursed lips. Remember, this is the last class, team. So really, really challenge yourself here. Push yourself a little bit if you can. It's different if you're feeling a bit under the weather, if you're really struggling to breathe today, all sorts of those things, but that'll impact how intensely you can move. But if you're feeling pretty good, let's really push it. Remember, things in your day, get a few things in your day that feel really hard to do and do them.
Get up
Remember
in
to
the
make,
morning.
sorry,
Get up in the morning.
does that count? That's a psychological challenge, not a physical one. Unless rolling over and getting out of your bed is challenging muscularly, then you need to do it 2 to 5 times. And rest. Good. We did a little bit longer than a minute. Good.
With
Remember
a
that
good nap in between rolling out.
No, that makes it too easy.
Well, doggone.
Yeah, all the stipulations. So focus on catching your breath. Some of you do really well with additional movement to help you regain your breathing. That's awesome. You know what's best for you. And we are going to repeat that. So remember, it is a pedaling balance exercise. Okay. And this time, instead of pedaling forwards, we're going to reverse it to pedal backwards. Seated or standing, ready. Pedal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Switch legs. And we're pedaling backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Rest. Okay, and then we are going side to side for a minute. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. Great job, team. So 1 minute here, do the very best that you can. Good work. More than halfway through. Keep up your breathing pattern. Your breathing should be a little bit huffing and puffing. 10 seconds left. You got this. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Woo! Good job, team. Remember that recovery position to help you breathe. Excellent. All right. So now we're going to do one last round of 2 sets of a balance exercise and cardio, and then we'll just move on to just strength work for the rest of the class. But our last balance exercise, team, is if you're staying seated, I'm just going to get you to get your toes up, so just on the heels, and you're just going to bend forward, keep the chest up. I don't want us rounding, slouching. Chest up, lean through the hips to where you can, and back up, okay? If you're standing, I'm going to challenge you to be in a tightrope or on a tightrope. And again, if your feet are directly stacked, like standing on a line or on a rope, if that's too challenging, get your foot a little further away. So the more in line your feet are, the harder it is. You can always readjust, getting them further and further away, okay? And from that position, we're going to stick our bum out and go to touch our knee and then come back up. And again, as we stick the bum out and lean forward, I'm keeping the chest up. Notice my back is flat. We're not here. We're here. All right, let's aim for 10 aside. Are you ready? Make sure I can see you guys as well. And down. So you should be able to keep an eye on your screen as you do this. 1. Down, nice and slow. Clench those glutes. 2. And up. 3. Down, touch the knee. And up. 4. Down, touch the knee. 5. Down, touch the knee. 6. It's hard to balance and look up. 7. 8. Good. 9. And 10. Brilliant. Switch. Which foot is forward? All right. And down. 1. Glutes are tight. Down and up. 2. Down and up. 3. Down and up. 4. Down and up. 5. Down and up. 6. Down and up. 7.
Oh, excuse me.
Bless you. Down and up. 8. Down and up. 9 and down. Up. 10. Good. Okay. We can sit down. We're gonna do this, and then I'll see what is in the chat. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is I'm just gonna ask you to go out, out, in. You can do it standing or seated. So out, out, in, like you're standing in a box. You want to step out of the box, and then you decide, I'll step back into the box. And we're going for a minute in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So it's out, out, in, out, out, in, out, out, in. There we go. Keep up your breathing pattern, everybody. Excellent. We are halfway through. Do the best that you can. Get those heart rates up. Good job, team. And 10 seconds left. 3, 2, 1, rest. Woo! How's everyone feeling? Good? Okay? Down? I saw a lot of thumbs up, so that's pretty great. All right, I did say we were going to do 2 sets of that, but based on time, I really want to do some strength work with you guys as well. So hopefully you're okay if we skip the second set of that balance and cardio, and we just move right on to some strength work.
That's breaking my heart.
I believe it. I believe it. But based on what we're going to do next, probably won't. Or you might regret that we didn't do a second set. So I'm going to ask that everybody grabs their band. If you do not have a stretchy band, you will be able to do this by putting your hands on the outsides of your knees. Okay. We've started activating our glutes. Now the goal is to fatigue them. So let's get the band. Either you can put it underneath your feet, or you can put it underneath your thighs and wrap it around. Whatever you've got the length of the band for, right? All good. Oops. There we go. All right. So with that band, holding your knees towards each other, we're going to squeeze your glutes super hard. Press the knees out against the band. Pause and then come back in with control. Don't just let them come back together. Okay. If you want to make it harder, you can step 1 foot out to the side at a time. And again, the foot that's moving, the other foot pushes down hard into the ground, okay? So you can either step, or we are squeezing to pull the knees apart. If you haven't already started, then let's begin now. Good, so nice and controlled in this movement. Squeeze those glutes hard, hard, hard. Press the knees open and back in. Good. There we go. Great job, team. Well done. Squeeze the glutes together, press the knees apart and back in. There we go. Nice work, everybody. We've got 5 more to do. 4. This glute should be a little bit tired. 3, 2, and 1. Brilliant. Okay, rest there. You can unwrap the band. And next, we're going to use your weight and the pillow or whatever object you grabbed to place between the knees. And we're going to put that object there between the knees. Now we're going to do the reverse, where we're going to squeeze the glutes really hard and pull our knees towards each other. Try to crush that pillow. And we are holding a weight so that as we crush our knees together, we're also going to press the weight up above our head and then bring the weight back down and then take some of the pressure off the pillow or object. Okay, so ready? Glutes first, squeeze, and then squeeze the knees. Press the weight up. Lower the weight down and relax some of that tension. Again, squeeze hard. Press the weight up. Bring it down. Relax the knees. Squeeze. Press. Down. Rest. Squeeze. Press. Down. Relax. Squeeze. Press. down, relax, squeeze, press, down, relax, squeeze, press, down, relax, squeeze, press, down, relax, squeeze, press, down, relax. 3 more, squeeze, press, down, relax, and squeeze, press, down, relax. Last one, squeeze, press, rest, and relax. Brilliant. Okay, you still need the weight. You're gonna put the pillow to the side for now. And just when you thought you were in the clear, we're gonna do sit to stands.
We knew it.
You knew it. But we're gonna do something, add a little bit of a flavor to them today. So got the weight in one hand. If your weight's heavy enough, you're welcome to do it too and curl. But weight is in one hand. You're gonna curl it, and then we're gonna stand holding it. Don't lose this position, and then lower it back down. Everyone's got that?
Yeah.
Excellent. Brilliant. Okay, curl. Stand, 2, 3, down, 2, 3, lower, curl, up, 2, 3, down, 2, 3, uncurl, curl, and up, 2, 3, down, 2, 3, uncurl, and curl, press up, down, 2, 3, uncurl, curl, and up, down, 2, 3, uncurl. And sorry, that was 5. Pause there. We're now going to curl the weight up and down for 30 seconds. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1, curl up and down. See how many bicep curls can you do with control? So you're in control of the movement the whole time. There we go. Good job, team. In control, up and down, up and down. 10 more seconds. You're almost there. Go, go, go. And go doesn't mean rush through them, just means really systematically. How many can you do? Come on. And rest. Switch hands. Okay, now we got 5 on this side. Let's go. Curl, hold, stand. 2, 3, down. 2, 3, uncurl. Curl, up. 2, 3, down. 2, 3, uncurl. Curl, up. 2, 3, down. 2, 3, uncurl. Curl, up. 2, 3, down. 2, 3, uncurl. And curl, up. 2, 3, down. 2, 3, uncurl. 30 seconds bicep curls. 3, 2, 1, let's go. So curling up and down, how many can we do? Woo! That's it, team. Halfway there. Keep doing what you can. Stay in control. Almost there, team. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Oof. Put the weight to the side. How's that feel, everybody?
Good, good.
Exhausting.
Exhausting. I hear ya. Make sure you get into that recovery position.
Warm the
And
arms up.
warm the arms up. There you go. If it just felt like it warmed the arms up and wasn't fatiguing, you should use a heavier weight.
I got 5 pounds.
There you go.
Hmm.
We are going to repeat all that. I just realized I never looked at the chat because I think there was a question there. Oh yeah, there we go. Nice work. So between one of you mowing the lawn for a couple hours and one of you hiking for a couple hours, this is a challenging class. Woo! Love it. All right, dream team. So we're going to repeat all of that before we get into our stretching. So let's get our resistance band. You're going to put it around underneath your feet or underneath your thighs. We're going to wrap up those legs.
Mm.
All right. Okay. Ready? We're going to squeeze our glutes hard and pull the knees apart. And then relax them. Remember, you have the additional challenge if you wanted to step your leg out. One at a time, you can. Otherwise, squeeze those glutes hard. Open up. 1. Good. Squeeze the glutes hard. Press apart the knees. Keep up the breathing pattern as you go. And really make those glutes work hard. Good work, everybody. Keep up the breathing. Let's do 10 more. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Woo. Okay, unwrap that band. Grab your pillow or whatever it is you were using, put it between the knees. This one we had our weight as well. All right, and we were pushing the weight overhead. But before we did that, we were squeezing the glutes tight, squeezing your knees together, and up and down. And then we relax the legs. Squeeze hard and up and down. Squeeze hard. Up and down. Squeeze hard. Up, 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 down. Squeeze hard. Up. And 3 more. Squeeze hard. Up, down. Squeeze hard. Up, down. And last one. Squeeze hard. Up, down. Rest. Keep the weight. Put the pillow to the side. Take a deep breath. Okay. 10 sit to stands. Ready. Curl that weight up. Stand up. Down. 2, 3. Uncurl. That's 1. Curl and up. 2, 3. Down. 2, 3. Uncurl. That's 2. Curl. Up. 2, 3. Down. 2, 3. Uncurl. That's 3. Curl. Up. 2, 3. Down. 2, 3. Uncurl. And curl. Up. 2, 3. Down. 2, 3. Uncurl. Switch arms. Oh, before we switch. 30 seconds. Bicep curls in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Up and down. How many can you do with control? Good. Don't let your shoulder move. Just make elbow do the work. 10 more seconds. Keep up your breathing, team. Come on. 3, 2, 1, and switch. Woo! All right, and curl up. 2, 3. Down. 2, 3. That's 1. Uncurl. And curl up. 2, 3. Down. 2, 3. That's 2. Uncurl. Up. Stand. 2, 3. Down. 2, 3. Uncurl. That's 3. And up. Push. 2, 3. Down. 2, 3. Uncurl is 4. And last one. Curl. Push. 2, 3. Down. 2, 3. That's 5. 30 seconds of curling in 3, 2, 1. Up and down. Just do what you can, team. Keep up your breathing pattern. Doing fantastic. We are halfway there. Good. 10 seconds left. Woo. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Put your weight to the side. Take a deep breath. Great job, everybody. All right. Gonna catch your breath here. Remember that recovery position. Excellent. All right. We get to stretch. And I really thought there'd be more cheering for that, but that's okay.
Oh, I was reading the message, sorry.
That's okay. Was it a good message?
I don't know, I didn't finish, I don't know.
Oh, you got double interrupted. Let's pull that elbow up, team. We're getting to our stretches. Remember, this is our last class for a couple months. You might as well ask any questions you might have so that they're answered going into the summer.
I'm not asking a question, but we're gonna miss you.
Oh, thank you. I'll miss you guys too.
Yeah.
We'll
Just
see
a long ways away.
rewinds.
What's that?
We'll see you on rewinds, you know, where.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the
Yeah.
recordings. There you go. And switch. Well, I won't see you on those, but you'll get to see me. That's fantastic.
Yeah,
Remember, there is the 50% discount for my private morning group, which runs Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 10 a.m. You're welcome to pay at a discount to attend once a week, twice a week, or 3 times a week. But just a little something to support you guys throughout the summer while this is on break. Otherwise, make
Summer laying on the beach.
what am I going to do?
Yeah, just lay on the beach and suntan and go swimming.
I am the summer program coordinator for Pacific Sport Okanagan.
Oh, really? There you go.
So I've already been planning camps and booking coaches and organizing facilities and all that for 7 weeks of camps.
Oh, that takes care of the.
Perfect.
Stretch your leg out to reach towards your toes.
Busy girl.
I'm gonna go and try to catch a flying fish. We're flying into northern Saskatchewan next week, well, Friday
Ooh, there we
Yeah.
go.
for a week yet, so. We'll see
Oh.
if there's
Better
any.
hit your windshield.
Yeah.
Yeah, watch out for
Nice.
your windshield.
Yeah,
You going
Oh,
after
that should be
pike or
fun.
perch?
Pike or perch, Murray?
we're actually, we're going after northern pike and trout, deep trout, lake trouts.
Oh,
And
nice.
Okay.
We'll do pickerel up at the far end, or
Oh,
Yep.
good. Nice.
You like me.
Where's
It's a
that at,
fun-
Murray?
going with my son and my nephew.
Pardon?
Going with my son and my nephew, we're flying, we drive up north of Larange an hour and then we fly in an hour and a half, so.
Yeah. Where are you going to again?
Switch
So I
legs.
I forget the name of the lake, Foster Lake, maybe?
Foster, okay.
Yeah.
I used to go up into northern Saskatchewan to Dufferin Lake, up around Cree Lake.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah,
Same thing, good fishing.
yeah, oh, yeah, we're going
Stealing
out
the
to,
conversation from Jill.
That's okay. I'm going camping next weekend and we'll take up the canoe and see if we can catch any fish, but
Good.
it's a really small wreck site, so I don't know how big the lake is necessarily, but
You're
I'm
fine.
sitting here looking out the window and the fishing on this lake is terrible right now.
oh geez.
Very good.
A bad day fishing still better than a good day of work.
That's exactly true.
That's
That's why I threw my work boots in the fire.
Oh boy, we're gonna pull the leg up onto your shin, or you can pull it all the way up onto your thigh for a deeper stretch.
yeah, there's an all-timers tournament or fish derby in Kamloops Lake on Saturday. My nephew and I are going in that before we fly, yeah,
That'd be good.
All for Father's Day.
yeah, so
Awesome.
it's just a fundraiser really for all-timers, so,
Oh, that's
Good to-
brilliant.
yeah.
Yeah, good luck. Hope you catch something.
Oh, yeah, well, likely a cold, so it's supposed to rain a little bit, but that's okay.
Better fishing in the rain than in the sunshine.
That's right, I left my rain gear out because Oh, yeah.
Switch legs.
Hmm.
Connie, it's Marilyn. I have your book.
Oh, do you?
Yeah,
Great. I better come and pick it up.
yeah, probably Saturday would be good.
Yeah, okay, sounds like a plan. I'll give you a call.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you.
There we go. And let's go ahead and rest this leg. Drop a leg back behind you and get the front of that hip stretched out.
Hmm.
That's great. Sounds like a couple of you have at least some plans for the summer.
Heading to Waterfowl Lakes for the first week of July up on the Icefields Highway.
Oh, there you go.
Hmm.
Awesome.
Really nice wreck site up there.
Okay. Switch legs. Yeah, I like the rec sites that are hard to get to because it discourages a lot of people.
Yes.
That's true.
Then it's easier to find an open spot.
Do you ever use those straws for drinking, you know, like the filter straws that you can drink out of? They're about $60. I just saw them and I was wondering if anybody ever used them, you know? And you can just drink out of the lake or any place, it's all filtered.
Really?
No, I have for backpacking, I have it's like a pocket filter.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
like a
okay.
little hand pump. So you pump the water into your canister, your bottle, and then it's already filtered.
Filtered, yeah. Yeah, this is filtered, so you don't have to carry water with you, you know, when you're packing, so, yeah.
Right.
Anyway, I'm gonna look into it, but I won't need it up where we're going. We can boil water, you know, so.
Fair enough. Rest there, guys. All right, please join me in taking a deep breath. Do what feels most comfortable for you, but we're going to breathe in. Slowly out. And one last time, breathe in. And out. Roll your shoulders back.
Have a good summer, Joe.
Thank you so much. You as well. Thank you so much for joining us on this journey of spring and early summer. I hope you guys have a wonderful next couple of months. And I really do hope to see you all come back in the fall.
We'll
Thank you,
see you in
Jill.
September.
Thank you.
Are we allowed?
Thanks, Jill. Thank you,
Thank you so
Maureen. Have a
much.
good summer.